Hello guys, so the Hindu editorial episode number 57 and September 6th, okay, Wednesday. So today two articles are there. One is in Africa, there is a country called Gabon, which UPSC has already asked question on it. So their military rule has come. Okay, so Africa, most of the countries are military rule, and based on that only UPSC is asking questions back to back. So we'll see that, and one more article is there. But before that, I hope you have seen this India that is Bharat article, the video which I've already done. It's already published, and I think quickly many people have seen it. So go and watch it. Okay, don't miss this. The historical thing and the political thing, both for your exam point of view, like the ancient, what was the name of India, medieval, what was the name, modern, what was the name, who popularized those names, everything in detail. Okay, for your exam point of view also, prelims exam point of view, I have explained it. So don't miss this video. Okay, I know many people skip most of the videos, but don't take chance in these kind of videos where we make on controversial topics. Okay. So again, today's editorials articles, okay, I'll first tell you, most of the things are repeated, meaning we have already discussed and it's no point wasting time. Like here is the carrying capacity of Himalayas, you know, that the Himalayan area, you cannot build the roads in that same pace in which you build in the plain area. Okay, so that kind of things and all, I think 2-3 times we have discussed. So that is not going to be discussed today. Okay, the carrying capacity is exceeding, don't do that. Then Jammu and Kashmir elections, it is not happening. This and all, one nation, one election, yesterday I discussed. So author is just worried, and is telling that now because you are telling one nation, one election, that means Jammu and Kashmir election and all, you have no plan now to focus on. So that kind of argument, okay, it's a one-sided article just debating and showing political views. Then again, if you take the BRICS, including tricks I taught you, okay, BRICS is very easy to remember, the new 6 countries which are added. Okay, starting from the left in the world map, if you take South America, 1 country added, Argentina. Center Africa, 2 countries added, Ethiopia and Egypt. In Asia, 3 countries added, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that 3 is all in the Middle East, that is Saudi, UAE, Iran, over. 6 countries. BRICS name anyway, you know, BRICS is Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. So 11 countries, 1 second you by hearted. For that, this lengthy articles, you don't have to read and waste your time. So these things are not going to be done. This coup in Gabon, that I will discuss, because till now we didn't discuss an article on that. Next time when it comes, I won't discuss. Okay. Then this IPC, CRPC and Indian Evidence Act, you know, the new names have come. It's not just name. It is again a lot of things has to be changed, and the reasons, everything. So that bill is still in discussion. So usually I skip the article, but here today 2-3 points and some laws and act is there, which I thought is interesting to tell you. So we'll discuss. This is Telangana, local news not required. This is sports, some India's something we have won somewhere, that in graph format they have put. Okay, so that graph and all, you won't need it. Whatever point is needed in my current affair test PDF, it will be covered anyway. Okay, so now going to this thing article. Before that, okay, sorry, current affair test series, you can come and enroll. The WhatsApp number is given on screen. Combo packs are the bestseller, and everything as I told, whatever is told in this factual thing in proper PDF format you want, this is where you have to come. Okay, you have to come and enroll, and the WhatsApp number is the place where you have to come and contact me. Now the Gabon place in the world map, if you take, it's here. Okay, inside this Africa, it is here in the western side. Here only Cameroon is there, and Congo is there, Democratic Republic of Congo, based on which 3 questions or 4 questions came in one prelims. Meaning 2023's prelims, same area, 4 questions. Okay, that much significant is Africa now for UPSC exam. So if you zoom in the maps, okay, so here if you see, this is Gabon. Okay, here Lake Victoria, and one thing is equator is passing through the center of Gabon. Okay, so again it makes it more important. Then here again some place, if you see Franceville and all, because France was the one who colonized this. Okay, so most of the place, if you see Las Torceville, there's many liberal, the capital itself. Okay, capital itself is a French kind of term. So these kind of things only in India we are trying to change. The colonial remains, whatever is their names and things and all, we are removing. It should sound more cultural to that area. Okay, when you read a African map and you see like, okay, British Island, or you read like Sir Stephen something, or Ross Island in India, this all remains still of the same thing. Okay, so those things are the what this government is trying to change. Okay, so these are the maps. First thing, okay, maps. See, Cameroon is the neighboring country based on which question came this year. So here in the article, in July, you know, in this Niger, which we discussed also, Niger military rule came. So like that in several countries like Sudan, Mali, Burkina Faso, Guinea, everywhere military coup are coming. Military is taking over the democracy or whatever rule they have, that is gone, and military is coming. Okay, and it seems like people are happy. Okay, most people are happy. Why they are happy? Because these places are affected by the terrorist groups. Okay, the Islamist militancy, ISIS or whichever groups are active there. They have different other groups also, which all I discussed in one of my video, the names of the groups. So these people are fed up with those terrorists. So military told, we will provide you more security than this government can provide. So the people are happy. So they are managing to consolidate power rather quickly. Okay, and the Western people, the Western people are giving ultimatum, they'll give sanctions. And now nobody cares about USA, if you know. Okay, USA will tell that, okay, if you don't do that, then I'll put sanctions, dollar you will not allow to trade, we will not buy your oil, something. But Russia already through the war has proved that without USA also you can survive. Okay, Russia is doing all the kind of trade, and other like India and other countries are now making BRICS expansion everywhere. So they are telling we don't need dollar, we will do rupee trading, we will do manage oil from somewhere else, we don't need USA. So like that, everybody are now that fright which the thing which you had, the fear of USA, that is gone. Okay, it is not there. So they are able to easily bring military rule. Okay, now we'll come to today's country, Gabon. Okay, so Gabon, there is a Republican Guard, which is a unit of armed forces whose job is to actually protect the president there, protect the government there. But they only took the power. Okay, they took the power when the person, this Ali Bongo, he was declared the winner of an election. An election was disputed there. Most of the people don't accept the election. They will tell it is not fair. You did some manipulation. So this person won. Okay, and this person is actually a traditional, meaning from his father also was a president. Okay, for 42 years, if you see, Omar Bongo was the president there. Okay, and this Ali Bongo is not being accepted by people. Okay, earlier days, one person will rule for years. Okay, only in Russia now that is continuing even now. Russia is like now for next 30, 40, 50 lifetime, Putin is going to be the president. But other places, countries are not accepting the same person to rule over long time. Okay, so his attempt, Ali Bongo's attempt to preserve all the oil-rich countries, reserve forest, everything, earned him international appreciation, especially the Western people. But he never managed to fill his father's shoes, meaning the father, how he could convince the people and rule over 42 years, this person is not being able to do. His election is disputed, military is coming and taking power, and people are also supporting the military. This is what is happening in Gabon now. Okay, so Gabon is an OPEC member also. OPEC, the oil, petroleum, this thing, exporting countries, and is one of the richest countries in terms of per capita income and oil wealth and all. Still, that country is, most of the people are in poverty, all its youth are in unemployed status. This is all World Bank reports. Okay, so they don't know to manage it, they don't know to handle it. Okay, some countries are like that. Venezuela, you take, they all have a lot of oil and forest and everything is there, minerals, but they are the poorest countries in the world or highest inflation in the world because they don't know to manage that wealth. Okay, there's a term for that also that you will study in economics. Okay, when you have too much wealth but still you are poor, there is a term and concept for that. So now military, probably the coups and all, elsewhere in the continent which they are successful, and that and all showed success here also. And if you see, thousands in the streets of the capital city were celebrating. People were celebrating that, military rule has come. Okay, that is the rarest of things which you can expect. So these speak of two major trends in Africa now. Okay, so one trend is the regimes are coming under increased pressure from within. Okay, meaning that Ali Bongo, he is not getting support from the people itself. Okay, and the generals are swiftly moving to grab the power. This is the one trend. Another is the coup is reflecting the continent's changing geopolitical dynamics. Okay, meaning former French colonies, they all were French colonies, and now, as I told, they don't depend on the West. Russia is coming and replacing the USA and all. Russia is doing a lot of trade, and France is replacing with China, meaning USA is replaced with Russia. France is getting replaced with China as a trading partner, and the Western, whatever they tell, go back to the barracks, meaning stop military, you go back, that all if you tell, it's fallen on deaf ears, meaning they are not hearing. The military is not ready to hear. The people are not ready to hear. So these are the two trends going on in African country. So in a mains answer, if African, this frequent military coup, which I expect a question will come in this September mains, that time these two things should be there. Changing trend of Africa. Okay, in future also. In future, when question comes, you have to use these two lines in your answer. Okay, so this article is this much only. So Gabon also you understood it's a military rule. Now the next one. Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhitha, which is the IPC and CRPC and all. So here, in PRS website, if you go and see, it is still just introduced and it is referred in standing committee. There is no outcome. The bill has not become an act. For a long time, this will be debated and discussed because it's a very big change. Okay, it's a very, very big change to change an 1860 IPC and 1873 CRPC and all. It's very, very big thing to change. So first you should understand, why do we need a criminal justice system in a country? Okay, why should we punish someone? Why should jails be there? Why should this thing be there? So basic thing is two reasons. reasons. One is you did something wrong, so to reform you. You come to jail, you stay there 10 years and then you go back as a good person. You do all the jobs in the jail, you reform. Second is to scare the people who are outside, meaning one rapist is taken and hanged, or one rapist is put for 25 years, 30 years in jail. Other people will little bit get afraid to maybe not commit the same mistake. Okay, so to reform that person and to stop or prevent further crimes. These are the two reasons of a criminal justice system. But Britishers, do you think these were the only intentions when they drafted IPC and CRPC? Thomas Macaulay, he in 1830s, he drafted this thing. So his main thing was punish maximum Indians and freedom fighters and all these things like sedition laws, and some small thing, ban the press and ban the media. That's how it is done. Even suicide was a criminal act. Okay, in our act it is criminal act. IPC section is criminal act. So to impose all their systems into India, and also without discussing with Indians. When this draft and committee is there, you should involve Indians, right? Indians is not there nowhere. Okay. So that's why later on we revolted and then we got the freedom. That's the story. So now if you take today's Hindu, the 3 bills, aim to colonize the Indian judicial system. Earlier governments did nothing. Okay, for years they are pushing. They are not doing anything because it's a very hectic process also. So now initiative is taken, but initiative alone is not sufficient. 3 points you have to be careful. That's what the author is telling. First thing, serious issues it is, so it requires deep deliberation and empirical validation, meaning you should try and test it. You should every angle you should think. Simply don't remove sedition law and put this law, not like that. You should think it in all angles. Okay, whether like future some problem should not come. Then second one, keep in mind the diversity, different opinions of considerations of substantive and procedural law. So these terms were there in today's paper, that's why I'm discussing this. Okay, so substantive laws means how the people behave, governing that, how the people behave, then defining the criminal offenses, specifying the punishment. This and all is coming under the substantive laws. And procedural laws means it is not for the people, it is for the enforcement agencies. Okay, the one who is arresting or the one who is that agencies, they should give proper safeguards also, not like you arrest and then put in the jail, like Britishers used to do. You should give them, even if you are the worst offenders, you should give them one chance. You should give a government vakil for them, or you should do something that they give all the chances and everything should be properly written. Don't simply make a junior version of British laws. Okay, so that is the second thing you have to consider. Third one, we need to realize that penal laws are an instrument for actualizing and propagating a wide variety of interest as per the constitutional vision, meaning constitution should be kept in mind when you design any law. Okay, don't go beyond the constitution, don't bring in any new thing. Okay, so with this keeping in consideration, the author is discussing the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhitha bill. Okay, so now we are not replacing colonial law because it is flawed, because it has some problems alone. Okay, but it lacked the participation from us. We didn't participate. It was pure imposition of foreign ideas and values. Okay, so that is why we are doing it. So they are telling that the participation of the governed should be integral, meaning we are the ones who are getting governed, so we should be involved. Okay, so Thomas Babington Macaulay had said in the House of Commons, their Lok Sabha kind of their body, in 1833 that the basis of a uniform code of law for India should be uniformity when you have it, diversity where you must have it, but in all cases certainty, meaning he is concerned more about certainty, impart maximum certainty, meaning law is there, punishment is there, law is there, punishment is there. Okay, now unity, diversity and all is like considered, but the maximum thing he wants is certainty. The law should be there, people should be punished, people should be arrested, the press should be banned. Okay, so that kind of thing. This is actually encroachment into the liberty and decimation of our freedom. Okay, so we have recently witnessed, now changes are happening. If you see suicide, if you try to suicide, you die means you're dead. But after that, if you survive, people catch you doing suicide, then you are considered as a criminal. As per the British IPC law, IPC section number 309 to be specific, you are a criminal. You will be tried for that. Okay, so that now got changed. How we introduced the Mental Health Care Act of 2017. In that section 15A, you are considered as a person with some depression problems, some mental problems. So you have a counseling and doctor sessions instead of being put into jail. So that is one change which happened. Then again, adultery. What is adultery? Husband is there, wife is there. Wife is going and having sexual relationship with a third man. Okay, another man. That time, it is considered adultery. Okay, in which that man is punished, wife is not punished. Okay, that is one case. Now suppose, like the husband did know this. Okay, now suppose husband with his permission, he is allowing his wife to go and sleep with someone. Then it is not considered as a punishment as per British law or the IPC. What is the actual meaning of this? Wife is a property of the husband, where he allows, you go and sleep. He don't allow, punish that person. So this narrow-mindedness where you see woman as a property is written in our sections. Okay, adultery was like that. That is under section 497. Okay, so that Supreme Court struck down, in which case in Joseph Shine versus Union of India. So to tell you these things today, this article is being discussed, please make note. You should write all this. Okay, what is the significance or relevance of the new naming or the new law? Simply don't write Hindi imposition like this Facebook people and WhatsApp people are telling. Okay, those people are knowledgeless person. They are like either opposing BJP and Modi and all, and anything you do, any good thing you do for the country also, they will tell negative only of that. So don't listen to these Facebook debates because you are a UPSC aspirant. You have many more places to go. Okay, don't fall for these I will call illiterate people only. Okay, modern illiterate people. So you have to understand these are the things which is there in the clauses, and this is what we are changing. Okay, so like this, slowly things will change now, and this undesirable behavior which is done by Britishers on us will be slowly changed. There were different committees. If you see Malimat committee, who on police reforms, judicial reforms and all, he gave a lot of suggestions, and according to him a new composite law will be made where many things will have separate laws. Like everything, don't think that it will be put under this Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhitha, like organized crime, terrorism, cyber terrorism. There are many new things which maybe in the IPC it's very difficult to edit and add now. So you will make separate laws for that. Okay, that's what, as per the debate goes in the parliament now, then only we'll know the final act, how it comes out. Okay. And even sedition is going to be removed. Okay, sedition, which is like you simply, anything you tell against India, immediately arrest and put in jail, that will change. Sedition is going to be removed. Okay, so constitutional vision should be kept in mind, and in constitutional vision, women and children, if you know, many clauses are there. Like Article 15.3, special provision for women and children is there. Article 51A, okay, our fundamental duties, renounce practices derogatory to the dignity of the woman. Okay, that offenses against the women and children. This and all is there in our constitution, women and children. But again, shockingly, some things are wrong also in the new law. Okay, that is what author is saying. Now we told the good things, now the bad thing. That marital rape. Okay, marital rape, suppose your wife, okay, if child marriage kind of thing happens, if it is 15 years and less, 15 years or more, then it was considered that, okay, it is like girl gave the permission. That was how it was. But now, instead of removing that, they have just made the age change to 18. Meaning, if you are married, 18 and above is the girl's age. That means you have already given consent. Now, if the girl tells no also, whatever also, sexual, this thing is a rape, it's not considered as a rape. Okay, so that is like a shock for the author. Author is telling you are changing all the colonial things, all the unwanted things and all. But this one, why you didn't understand that wife is above 18 is not a rape. That clause he did not like. That clause in the Bharatiya Sanhitha, this thing he did not like. You should consider that also as rape, because consent is what you should consider in the modern age. Not like, okay, 18 meaning you can do whatever. Okay. So India is still guided by the colonial mindset, reflected in the clause 359 of the draft penal code of 1837, meaning those draft and this draft looks matching. Okay, where they're telling sexual intercourse by a man with his own wife is no case of rape. That was told in British law. That you're repeating here also. So that negative also he has pointed out. So this in your answer also you should write positive and negative of the thing. But anyway, I am telling this act will, when it becomes an act, all these things will end. Okay, then there is no point telling you should change that, you should change this. Okay. So the proposed penal law have certain decisive departure from the colonial chapter, meaning good things are there, but now only thing we have to see is it possible to draw some inferences from such a shift. So again, the three things he is telling: fulfill the constitutional vision, uphold the principle of autonomy and equality, and the fraternity or brotherhood which is guaranteed in our preamble. Okay, everyone are one and unity and all that you should maintain. So these are the three things you should keep in mind when changing such a very crucial, sensitive law. Okay, so today's editorial, only this much is there. Please go and watch this India, that is Bharat episode. You will not regret. Okay, you will learn a lot of things about history and polity in this. Please go and watch it. Okay, and for PDFs of this current affair and subjects and all, you can come and WhatsApp. It's all offer prices going on, paid packs. You can come and enroll, and you should enroll if you are a very serious aspirant. Okay, and then more announcements will come soon. Wait for that, and tell me in comment section. Your feedback matters. Based on your feedback only I bring improvements each day. Okay, today I didn't feel like making a mains question also, because the articles were very less. Else I will obviously give a mains question based on today's thing. Okay, so contact me in WhatsApp, Instagram, and stay in touch. I will wind up this video. Thank you and have a nice day.